Hey there, I'm Sebastian from sebastianmalinowski.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can grow your real estate business through Cornerstone content. This video is the second video to a four-part video series that I'm going to be creating right now. And the reason for it is I'm going on a speaking tour this fall, and I've created an entire 28-page presentation for those who will be watching me present this live. But in this video, I'm just going to pull out 3 or 4 slides just so I can show you how you can generate Cornerstone content. So my talk, the title is Local Marketing, How to Build Trust, Authority, and Celebrity Without Old School Prospecting. So in the previous video, I have explained why we need the 3-prong approach to content marketing. And essentially, just to wrap it up quickly, it's so you can generate leads. Back in 2012, I started generating leads by myself, and I started using this strategy that I'm sharing with you in this video series. The reason I started doing that is because I used to pay a company to generate leads for me, and they set up a Google squeeze page for me. And back in 2009 or 2010, one of those years, Google changed their algorithm and my leads dried up. I was getting anywhere from 3 to 5 to sometimes 7 or 8 leads per day, depending on how much money I wanted to donate to Google, to literally 0. Google said, all your landing pages are no good. So I was standing there I had to figure it out all by myself. So I started doing a lot of research on what successful companies and marketers were doing, and I started implementing it, and voila, here I am. So just a quick recap. Why do we need content? Well, the reason is because we want to catch home buyers and sellers regardless of where they are in their buying cycle. So this is the buying cycle that we all go through regardless of what we want to buy, whether it's a product or service. This right here are now clients. These are the hot ones. These are the ones that need you right now. And that's only a very, very small percentage of your local market. Not everybody wants to buy or sell. Only 1 or 2% of your market's doing that at any given time. But I wanted to capture everybody regardless of where they are in their journey. So I created this content strategy to capture all of it. So again, this is the hot buyers and sellers. They need your help now. These are the medium buyers and sellers. They're researching. They know they want to buy or sell, but they could be 3 months, 6 months, 12 months away from actually pulling the trigger. And then in this the biggest category here is in the thinking about it stage. They may not be interested, or they may somewhat be interested. They're kind of thinking about it. They haven't started the research yet. So that's the biggest percentage of buyers and sellers out there. Well, they're not really buyers and sellers. They're just kind of thinking about it. So I've devised this local marketing roadmap, and I started creating Cornerstone content, connection content, and conversion content. And of course, this video, I'll give you examples of what Cornerstone content is and the reason you should be creating Cornerstone content to attract buyers and sellers to your real estate business. So what is Cornerstone content? Well, things like neighborhoods. You can write a blog post about a neighborhood, put it up on your website, and that content will always be there. It's evergreen content. Your neighborhoods really don't change. So when people start Googling different neighborhoods, they'll come across your content, and there is a good chance that they may end up in your database, and now you can communicate with these people. That's really the reason why we're creating Cornerstone content, is so we can passively grow our database, so you can grow your database of buyers and sellers that may want to buy or sell in the future. Second type is the culture. You can write about the culture in different types of neighborhoods or in your city. Schools is another great one. Once a school is built, it's going to be there for years and years. So you can interview teachers, you can interview the principal, or just generally do a general blog post about that school, because parents will be searching for schools when their kids need to go to school. And wouldn't you want them to read your blog post and become part of your database? Geography is another great one. Unique qualities. Just to give you an example, my city fronts onto a lake. And a few years ago, the city was putting up a brand new pier that went into the water. And so people started looking at, well, what's happening out there? Why is the city putting out a pier? So then I started blogging about it. I started taking videos of it. And do you think my content was consumed? Absolutely. Because as soon as the construction started, everybody was on Google researching what is happening. And if you're the digital mayor, if you're the agent that gives them that information, well, guess who they're going to start liking, and they're going to trust you. They're going to follow you because you're the one that's providing them the information that they need in that moment. Climate is another one that you can write about, the government and the history. Now, these are just a few examples of Cornerstone content. There are more, but this is good to get you going so you can write about that and put it out on your website. So the big question is, well, why? Is it just for the sake of writing this blog post? Well, not really. There's always a why you create things. And you always have to remember that before you push out any content, develop a landing page or anything, the first question you should always ask is, why? Why am I doing that? Is it because some guru coach told me I need to create content? Why am I creating this content? What's the purpose? What's the reason why I even need to do this? Well, the entire reason that you need to create this is so you can attract leads as opposed to chase leads, because this is a great way of building your database of relationships that you can serve in the future. So you write about a neighborhood, for example. This is a blog post of a neighborhood. This blog post was much longer, but I condensed it down just so you can see the gist of it here up on the screen. So you put up a picture or two or three. The more pictures, the better. Again, I condensed this version. You write up about it. You put up a Google map there. And then at the very beginning, this is the magic. This is the reason why you write about it, not just so you can give away content. People look at it and go, oh, great, that's perfect. And then they X out of that window. You want them to become part of your database of relationships. So you insert lead generating link at the bottom. You can have one or two of them. One is better than two, because as soon as you start giving people an option, they're confused and they don't know what to do. This one, unfortunately, has two, but if I were to do it all over again, I'd probably do one. So then you grow your community through these links and you collect leads. That's the cool part about doing that. So the first link here is check out some of the other neighborhoods. So one of the links will just link them to another neighborhood in the city, and the one down below that is get all Alton Village and Burlington homes for sale. It's like this big up on my screen, so I'm trying to read it. And when they click on that one, it will literally go to a lead generating page. And if a buyer wants to know what homes are coming up on the market, they can register for that, and I can start following up with them. Not harassing them, cold calling, but I can start dripping content to them and build relationships. And in the previous video, I gave a story about walking into a shoe store and the difference between knowing the salesperson and not knowing the salesperson. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch that video. I won't be explaining it here. So that is the reason why you need this three-pronged content strategy approach. I hope you enjoyed the content, the Cornerstone content video. In the next video, I'll be talking about connection. Video after that, conversion content. I hope this video was of help. You can always reach out to me, ask more questions. Until then, my name is Sebastian Malinowski. Have yourself an awesome day.